Well, in this video, we're going to review democracy in America. And of course, at the end of the video, I'll do a quick rant. I'll warn you when I do the rant, okay? But anyways, first off, I am Ferrari King. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and join the King's Army. We're going to take YouTube by storm, hopefully. And of course, check my other videos. Don't forget to leave a like and share. Check the description for a link to my website where I sell ebooks and everything. So far, I want to say I've read most of this book. It is actually a very interesting and very good book. It can be a little dry at some points, but it is a very good book. He basically is by Alexis D. See, I don't want to actually try to butcher this guy's name, but Alexis D. Tocqueville. I know I butchered his last name, but anyways, he mainly is going to compare the American democracy with the French aristocracy. And of course the British aristocracy. You know, which one's better in certain areas, you know. For example, he'll tell you democracy is more prone to corruption. Most of our, government officials are more corrupt. And he'll explain to you why they are more corrupt than aristocracy. And of course, if you read Better Angels of Our Nature by Steven Pinker, you can see which form of government, democracy, communism, and all these others, that have the most amount of violence and least amount of violence. Democracies have the least. This is a very good book if you want to understand democracy, understand politics, understand aristocracy, and just all around good book to read. It helps you with a lot of your knowledge base when you're talking to people. This one here is the complete and unabridged volumes 1 and 2, it's by Bantam Classics. I strongly suggest you get this. You don't get books on the government, how politics works, and government, not just American government, but other countries too. You want to be well-rounded. That's why I believe people should always travel. That's why if I were president of the United States, I would work a way to, be able to send children to other countries and all this stuff. So people, and them over here, so people can learn, other cultures. It helps. But anyways, on to my rant. So before I go into my rant, I just wanted to say, please make sure you subscribe and like. And at this point, some of you don't have to watch. I hope you do. I didn't want to make this a separate video because it's pointless. But anyways, this second one is the topic, people do not have to acknowledge you, okay? Just because you say hi to somebody, they don't have to say hi back. They're not required to say hi back or say anything back to you, okay? Yeah, you may say, well, that's rude. Well, maybe they're thinking about something. They're busy thinking about something. Maybe they're just shy. Maybe their voice isn't loud enough for you to hear them and they did reply to you. Or maybe they're deaf. I feel bad for deaf people and people that actually can't talk because, they can't reply. And then, a lot of people especially men that get upset when you don't reply to them. Mainly men more than women. Women do sometimes, but nothing like men. Oh, man. Because I tend to be shy and have a low voice. Right now, I'm forcing my voice to be louder than it normally is. This is a lot louder than I normally speak. And you probably can barely hear me now anyways, right? Making sure this is not sitting on the wrong area. It probably is. Let me check. Sorry about that. I know this is a stupid thing to do, what I just did. But I can't tell if I'm covering that up. But anyways, I'm just trying to make a point, My voice is low. Nobody's required to respond to you, okay? And I have a feeling that people that are deaf and people that can't speak probably get a lot of violence towards them because they don't respond. A lot of people, they get obnoxious about it. And some of you are going to get pissed when I say this, but minorities, let me tell you something. A person's not racist just because they don't acknowledge you, okay? I hate to tell you this, but some people just simply don't like talking or aren't good at talking, I tend to say stupid things when I talk, so I try not to talk because I get nervous and stupid things come out, or I just get nervous about it, or I just a lot of times, because see, also I have bad hearing, so I don't even hear people a lot of times, and then when I reply, my voice just isn't loud enough for them to hear me. And another thing I'll say real quick too, ladies, not every guy is interested in you. Just because you think a guy is looking at you don't mean he is, and just because he is looking at you doesn't mean he's interested in you. And guys, not every woman is obligated to go out with you or say yes to you when you ask them out. And not everyone's obligated to speak to you when you speak to them, okay? Remember that. Just be respectful, obviously, but don't expect people to always respond to you and be kind to you. And please get this book. This is a very, very good book. There's a lot more I can say on that. And let me know in the description what you think. Do you think people are just being nasty and rude when they expect people to reply to you? Or, complete strangers, for example? White, black, Asian, male, female, whatever. I don't care. Nobody's obligated to speak to you. They're not uppity and all this stuff. They're not looking down on you. They don't necessarily think they're better than you. Some people just don't. And of course, there are cultural things too, or they don't understand you because they may not even speak your language. But like I'm about to say though, make sure you get this book. And of course, it's always, always, always good to learn about way other people view your ideology. Whatever your beliefs are, learn how other people think. Read books, watch videos of things you disagree with. See how other people think, what they have to say. You'd be surprised. Not only will you not be so extreme in your viewpoints, because if you create an echo chamber where everybody thinks like you, you're going to start moving further to the right or further to the left, and you just become a complete nutcase. So you want to make sure you listen to people's viewpoints. You shouldn't be able to argue all sides of a viewpoint. That shows that you actually know what you're talking about. Obviously I'm not too bright, but anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share, and all the other good stuff. Thanks for your time.